Alrighty, so we're going to do some testing. We are on version 2026.20.3, which is 12.6.4. Still waiting on 14 late, and that's a nav update. We're going to go do some testing here to see how it parks. Last video, we had it when we go all the way down to Price Dropper here. It was trying to do curbside drop-off, which is interesting because during the week it's not curbside drop-off, because Tuesdays and Thursdays for work I have to park in the parking lot for Price Dropper, and basically it always goes and tries to find a parking spot for us. So I don't know why it's been doing curbside. So what we're going to try first is we're going to go and just go to the basic Market 32, hope it comes in the way we come in usually, and then, because that could have been just a weird thing. Then if it doesn't, we'll do, parking lot, see if it parks naturally, and then we'll try the Walmart. And we're going to just do a few parking spots there, and then I'm hoping, if it's not busy enough, or if it's not busy, we're going to then basically just do some, smart summon out of there. So instead of, if it does end up finding a parking spot and successfully parks, I'm going to try, if it's not busy, to go on my phone and do the smart summon, and we'll get out with smart summon, reversing and everything, just so that it's not me reversing. I want to see if the car can be able to park and then unpark by itself, and see basically how it is now, just to emulate how it would be if Tesla enabled reverse or had it coded in. Basically it's going to emulate it how it is right now. That's whatever. And then when we do get 14 light, we'll test it a bunch, obviously, so that we can see how it was compared to how it's updated. Does that make any sense? Am I just yapping too much? Let's just get on with the ride. We can go right on the red. You're gonna fucking be forward. If I were you, I'd go. Yep, I'd go. Perfect. Alright, we'll go into this lane, and then we switch into this lane. Yep. Obviously, for safety, I will take over if I need to. We're also going to test out different speed limits if I see there's enough time for that, because the Plaza's 15, but the car thinks it's 25. So we're also going to do some testing how does 10 miles, because I know each car has to go 7 or 8 miles an hour below. No, you have to go 7 or 8 miles an hour for it to actually identify parking spots. Does it park better and have better thinking if it's at that speed of 10 miles an hour below? If I can manually set it to 8 going through a spot, does it select better spots? Because it can't identify them unless we're going a certain speed, So does that affect anything? Is that something that they're going to add on 14 late, where it slows down like that to get a good spot? It'll hunt. Because this does hunt for a spot. As you see here in our last video, it did go around the parking lot once to find a spot. It wanted to park where the pin was, and it couldn't, so it looked, ended up going around to the second row, and then we found the spot. So it does actually hunt and find a parking spot. The issue is parking in the lines. That's another story. We parked a few times, and only I'd say a few times it didn't get in the lines, and 2 times it got in the lines. So it's definitely something to think about. Is if you do parking with 12.6.4, there's a chance it's going to choose curbside, or is just a chance it's just not going to park you in the line. It'll just take up 2 spots. I know some people that do that and they're happy with that. They put their handicap sticker on and say call it a day, but I prefer to be in the lines. This is going to be a nice merge up here. Let's hope you handle this well. Merging sometimes is tricky, especially with objects, hanging out with cars and bicycles and such. Handling it. That perfect. good option to park too, because there's like not really lines visible anywhere. So Advanced Auto Parts a good spot because those are good stress spots because there's not really good options compared to down here. At least we have visible lines, which is funny that half of Rutland doesn't have visible lines and the other half does. Road lines too. Some places they're not really that visible, and some places they are. Totally making it. So this is the way we usually come in. The way I come in, twice a week at least. And usually it hunts for the first row sometimes, but usually it's been doing the second row. And then recently it's been doing the third row because the second row's been full of people walking around and it just said nah. So we're gonna see how it looks. Ready to go to the first row? Nope. Second row. Yes. Okay, so I think the preference is second row for Tesla. We do have someone coming. So, no, not the handicap, a nice try. We'll go. And I could let it park in the handicap, but there's been issues before where I've done testing and parked in the handicap. I've had people immediately freak out. Alright, park me. And then we'll go to Walmart. There's no need to summon out of here, obviously, because we're parking, so I'll let the Tesla do its thing. What in the God's green earth? We better fix that. Not too close though, right? Yeah. Perfect. Alright, so now we're gonna go to another parking spot. I didn't have to do that directional. I was out of habit. So we're searching for a spot going around 8 miles an hour here. 6. Yeah. Ooh. What? That's not allowed, buddy. We're searching. They were mostly all full here. I will now increase my seat up just so in case you find something. Going around 7, hunting for a spot. Yeah, you wanted to go in there, but that guy's in there. You cannot get a spot here, so we're not going to be doing that. We're going to be going now to... what the fuck? And trip. Perfect. Walmart. Nope, Tesla. Alright. Mindful of the curb, please. Cut it close. Sometimes you embarrass me with the speed, so we're going to cut you down to 10. Ooh. No. You weren't going to make that. What the fuck are you on? You were just doing golden last video. Am I working you out too much? Is your brain, like, getting tired? If you're getting tired, we can just go home. Let her go. Let her go, Tesla. Yep, thank you. Go. Look at that. Put my foot on the gas a little bit. Stop sign. So that's me forcing this to be a stop sign. Alright, one more time. Let's park. Please don't embarrass me. You have all these parking spots. And you want to park here. No, you fucked that up so bad. Oh god, Tesla. You fucked that up so bad. We're going home. I'm sick of your shit. We're going home. You have done nothing but pick bad parking spots. You have not even, like, I can't even let you try because you're going to go all the way there and then there's no point. Because you, like, what are you doing? Should I put you on chill? Is that it? You're on 35 or 20. I don't know what it is. Go. Yeah, what are you... Alright, we're done. You're done. You're taking a break. You're going home. You're done. Because you're hesitating at a green light. What are you doing? Now we're going through a fucking wrong way. Tesla. Why are you acting like this? Go. I have to really put my gas foot on the brake or the accelerator, whatever you call it. I'm at the gas. I really have to do that. Yeah, what the fuck? Are you like overwhelmed? It's a computer. It shouldn't be able to like just get tired. I don't get it. It's my green now. Now it's green. This is a reason too I also hate, because look how faded this line is. I don't think you can barely see it on video. But like the Tesla's like doesn't see it. Also, it's funny because the drivers behind us are not actually even in the line. That guy is, but that guy's too behind the car now. He wasn't even in the line. He is now. That's me putting guess you get tired. I don't know. You've been out driving for about 50 minutes. Say about an hour by the time you get home. This is crazy. You're crazy.
Bad John says, Rutland.